So, while we're closed with the COVID-19 virus, we're going to be presenting some videos for you to do. They'll be online and accessible for you. Obviously, you've already found them. This video is going to be about exercises you can do by yourself or with someone else in your home. So if you're lucky enough to have a spouse that comes to class as well, you can do these drills with them or on your own. So we're going to start today with traveling lunges. So when we're doing our traveling lunges, it's important that we keep our hands in the upper chamber, our elbows in tight to our body. We're going to lunge forward and let our back knee almost touch the ground, but not quite. Make for sure that we keep our lead leg at a 90-degree angle. You don't want to overextend that. I want you to go ahead and do that for 1 minute. The second drill I'm going to have you do is a switching drill. This is everybody's favorite drill. We all love switching drills. You too can do these at home. Hands will stay flat on the ground. Your knee is going to come up and touch your hand. You're going to transition through a push-up position and bring your opposite knee up. You're going to switch just like this as quickly as you can for 1 wee little minute. All right. Do that for 1 minute as well. Andreas here will show you the next 2 exercises that you're going to be doing.
All right, so next is going to be a ground working drill, kind of a hip work drill. So we're going to do what's called a hip heist. So you're going to start in a seated position, feet flat on the ground. Hands are going to base out by your hips. What you're going to want to do is take your opposite side foot through to the opposing hand. So I'm going to switch back. My hand's going to come up to protect my head, and my foot's going to switch back until I can point my chest up. Then I'll sit down and do the opposite side. We'll keep that going for a minute. After that, this will be your first kind of cardio intensive drill. This will be a couple of rounds of striking a downed opponent. So I would suggest 4 30-second rounds with 30-second breaks in between, meaning that you're going to go really intensely for that 30 seconds. These will get very hard by the last one, so pace yourself and don't throw up if you do it at your friends. So you're going to strike down. Your pinky is going to lead the way. Hands are open so that the meat of my forearm doesn't cover the bone. Striking through the pad, coming down, guarding my head when I'm not using the hand. If I'm getting tired, I can rest my weight downward on the pad and collapse through, downward, and collapse. Swap.
All right, our next drill we're going to do is a shadow boxing drill. So you're going to fire punches, kicks, knees, elbows, whatever you want. You're going to be on the balls of your feet. Any kicks you want to do, any elbows you want to do, any strikes. All right. So you're going to do that in 1 minute drills. You're going to do 2 of those. 1 minute, 30 seconds off. 1 minute, 30 seconds off. We're going to work a little bit on some of our movement on the ground as well. So we're going to do a bridging drill next. On a bridging drill, you're going to go ahead and keep your feet close to your bottom. You're going to push up, trying to make yourself into a dome and arching over a shoulder. Bring your hips back down. Keep your hands tight to your body the entire time. Raise up to the balls of your feet. All right, you're going to go ahead and do that for 1 minute. All right, Andreas has the next drills for you.
So, couple more ground working drills after that one. We're going to do Brazilian get-ups first. This is a way to get up from being knocked down without exposing yourself to unnecessary strikes, right? So, I'm flat on my back. I'm going to post up to one hand. Both feet are on the ground. I'm protecting my head. My knee and elbow are close. Just like our hip heist. This foot is going to exchange, and I'm going to try and place it behind my hand. So I'm going to switch that through and stand. Back down, posturing up, protecting my head. Hand flat, foot flat. This foot should try to get right behind my hand as I protect my head, and I should stand. We'll try that for 2 minutes. After that, we've got shrimping drills. This is the same relative hip motion, but maintaining on the ground. So, we're going to come up to our hands, we're going to kick, face down, and twist. You can do this either from elbow or from wrist. Elbow will be a little bit more difficult. Do this for 2 minutes as well. Sub back in with Zane.
All right, continuing on the ground, what we're going to do next is leg circles. So you're going to be laying on the ground. We're going to go ahead and make a triangle with our hands and put it below our lower back. You're going to bring your feet up off the ground, and you're going to make circles as you come up and around. All right? You can do that left, clockwise or counterclockwise. All right, so do both of those for a minute each. The next drill that you're going to do is we're going to be doing a kicking drill. On this drill, what we're going to try to do is do our kicks, each of the 3 types of kicks I'm going to show you for 30 seconds each leg. So we're going to start with a snap kick. It's key to remember on a snap kick that you're going to be bringing your knee to the same height as your hips. Your hands will stay in the upper chamber with loose fists. You're going to kick with the ball of your foot, so you're going to curl your toes back. So when you're here, you're going to make sure you do it to both sides. Next, you're going to look at a roundhouse kick. Your hands are going to stay in the upper chamber still, your chin's tucked, your eyes are forward. You're still going to bring your knee to the same height as your hip when you do your kick. We're going to do these off our back leg. So knee's going to be coming up, same height. We're going to rotate on our downside foot. Your foot should turn to a 90-degree angle when you do this kick. Make sure your hands are switching for power. Covering your throat, kicking the other hand, the same side hand as the leg you're kicking with, back for balance and power. Step forward at the end of your kick. Make sure you do this with both sides. All right. Thrust kick is going to be the final kick we work. On that, it's going to be the backside leg. Just like all the kicks we've been doing, your knee is going to come to the same side as your hip. This one we're going to kick with our heel. Think of it as a push kick almost. We're shoving the person back. Rotate our hips into our kick. Make sure we do it both left and right sides. Foot comes to the ground in front. Excellent. Andreas will go ahead and finish up on our warm-up drills.
All right, so our last striking drill will be elbows. Those of you that have tested with us before know that there are 3 primary elbows we throw to the front. We're going to add our last 2 forms as well. So, combat, hands always open, pinky leads the way. This helps to expose the bone underneath my elbow. Is reaching underneath to my own lats and pulling with my back. Crossing elbows are flat to the top. Uppercut, like I'm running my fingers through my hair. Downward, hand starts at 12, comes through to 6. Again, I like to think of leading with my pinky so that everything stays nice and in line and straight. And back elbows. Hand starting in front of me in a defensive position, twisting, and you can go high or low. Low being towards the groin, high being towards the neck based on where someone grabs. Try each of these for 30 seconds and see how you feel. All right, Zane?
Excellent. So that's the warm-up we would like you to do before you access the other videos that are going to be the techniques that we're going over. We'll periodically be uploading these videos at least once a week. These will give you a technique to practice on at home. Thank you. Hope to see you in the next video.
Stay safe.